TEP production. Giving out instruction. Hey. I just keep it intact, this is a fact, right and exact, I won't step back. Admiration is the feeling that inspires your brain to make you gain self-knowledge, not go insane. I'm Satan's antagonist, acknowledge what I speak. I cannot be duplicated cause I'm born unique. Brother Kareem told me if I want it, I gotta take it. Kareem told me if we need it, we gotta make it. Nasir just said stand up and be a man. You're planning to fail if you fail to plan. Keep your circle tight, know your plight, fight with all your might. Study hard, stay in shape and everything will be alright.
This beat is slapping, before I make it happen I just wanna ask, may I rise higher with fire, made brighter than May, sharp lines, may climb and rhyme and may timing like sirens, may my thoughts may spray as I sway, may play with the day, may each bar may spark from the dark, may making the arc, may I shift, may gifted with riffs, may lifted no myth, may move clean, smooth in between, may carving out the scene, may words guide my glide as the tide, may ride on the inside, may minds free, may deep in the key, may shape in the sea, may I shine, may prime in my rhyme, may throw in the sign, may break norms, may storms in the red form, may lightning is born.
Let's go.
Peace. This is the Enemy's Public, and I am Bro.Nasir. I hope everyone are enjoying their Saturday evening. I'm supposed to get a whole lot of snow. The weather is inclement up here. So I hope we can get through this without a glitch. We're going to deal with this imposter, Black Panther leader, Paul Songbird. We need to talk about him. He need to be discussed because he's very reckless, and I see what's coming down the pike, and I don't like what I see. Greetings to the sister, AKD. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. But this guy is suspect to me. He's very suspect to me. And he need to be discussed. I need to, give my take on Mr. Songbird, because a songbird, in my humble sentiment, is a stool pigeon, a snitch. That's what a songbird is. A songbird is a snitch, a stool pigeon. That's what a songbird is. Greetings to my sister, my little sister, D Goddess of Love. Greetings to Holistic Royalty. Thank you for joining me this evening as we go over the imposter, Black Panther for self-defense leader. But before then, I want to do a quick promo. If you haven't, get my wife's book, Fire Book 2, The Finale. Go to Amazon, go to Books, Angela King James, get your copy of the latest of Fire. Very good read. If you haven't gotten the first part, you need to get the first part to know what's going on with the second part. But we're going to go over the promo now to get you acquainted with the book.
I don't know how I got here. I just know I'm never going back. Just when I thought things were already crazy, it gets worse.
I'm back.
Quan?
Sapphire struggles to deal with her husband's alleged betrayal and coming to terms with Quan being alive after thinking he was deceased. Devante tries to keep a level head while dealing with family issues and unexpected disloyalty. Memories of Dre enters Devante's life in a way that he would have never imagined.
Fire Part 2. The finale.
Get your copy of Fire. It's definitely a must-read. If you enjoy hood books, this one is it. Just like the title of the book, it's officially Fire. Get it on Amazon, paperback or Kindle.
Greetings to my sister Alicia Dion. Thanks for tapping in. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who's tapping in this evening as we discuss the imposter Black Panther leader, Paul Songbird. Before we get started, I want to welcome my comrade, my brother T. Wriggles, to the platform. I appreciate you coming through, my brother, as we go over this topic this evening. How are you doing this evening?
Man, I'm doing superb. This is a great time to let's talk about, what's really going on. What was the guy's name again? You said
Paul Songbird. Greetings
Paul.
to Toya baby. Thanks for
Okay.
tapping in, sis. We got some family in the chat, so we're gonna go over this topic, my brother. Paul Songbird. My sentiment is, when I first seen him, are you familiar with him, my brother?
Is this the same person, the Grandmaster J guy?
No. Paul
Okay.
Songbird. Paul Songbird is a light-skinned fella that who's out here talking reckless, and he say that he's a chairman of a chapter of the Black Panther Party for self-defense. And when I first heard him speak, my sentiment was agent, because I know brothers and sisters from the Panther Party. How would you hear me, by the way? Can you hear me, brother, loud and clear?
And you sound great. Man,
Okay.
keep flowing. Keep flowing.
Yes, sir. I know people from the Panther Party, and I knew Dr. Khaled. So I know what the 10-point program is. I know what they stand for, and I know what they don't stand for. And this guy is irresponsible, and he's reckless. And as I said on my brother, I was on my brother Big Mouthpiece platform a few minutes ago. As I said to the family over there, no responsible leader talks like that. Put a mic in your face, and he's talking about threatening, federal agents and ICE. That's reckless. It should be preparedness and awareness. Make the people aware of what's going on, and we prepare. He's using jokes. He said if ICE run up on him, he's going to put a hole in their chest the size of a window, and then it's going to be like safe light repair, safe light replace. That's what he said.
What?
That's what he said, brother, with a mic in his hand and a camera in his face. And no general would use that type of language. No responsible leader will be that reckless. Now, I'm not saying that we may not, I'm not saying that we may not have to do as far as taking arms and defending ourselves. I'm not saying we may not have to do that, because we may have to do that. Peace to my brother Big Mouth, peace, and peace to all the network family. Peace to the network family. All of the network family. Dangerous, Chris Cyphers, Looney Tunes, Son of God, Dre Cobb's music, Mama D, King of Higher Self, all the network family, peace to them. Those are the comrades. Those are the comrades right there. Those are the comrades. But Paul Songbird was sent to be an agent provocateur. And he thought he was just going to come in and wiggle his way in, and we was going to believe him, because I have to be at least 20 years older than dude, bro. At least. He looked like he's in his late 30s, early 40s. I know he's not old as I am. I know he's not. But he's supposed to be a chairman, and he's talking reckless, and he's using 70s slang. And to me, it's insulting. It's insulting, because some of our younger people will hear him talking strong and they would gravitate towards that. And when you see injustice, or what you perceive as injustice, you want to do something. And we should do something when it's injustice. But this guy, he wants to line our people up. He wants to line our people up and have our people go out and commit felonies, or go out and possibly get some of our people hurt. And that I don't like. I don't like. Because he told some of our people, and we have to consider that young people are listening, Brother T. Wriggles, and he's saying, get a bigger gun than the cops. Whatever they have, get something bigger. That's what he said. Now, I agree with that, but he shouldn't be saying it on camera. I agree with it, but he shouldn't be saying that on camera. We should be organizing. That's what we should be doing. And we should be updating our people with awareness. That's what we should be doing. But we shouldn't be in front of cameras talking about what we're going to do. And also, if we are going to show some presence, like the brothers and I used to do in my city, we used to show presence all the time. Yet, all of us are skilled in orating. And we elect the officer of the day. Okay? Everybody's not talking. We say, okay, this brother is officer of the day. And if someone is qualified to be officer of the day, that means that person cannot be a fool. He can't be reckless. He can't be a buffoon. He has to be qualified. And the rest of us, we just stand there in rank and file. So if someone asks, what are we doing? Officer of the day, tell them. We're patrolling our city, keeping our people safe. That's what we're doing. We used to walk rank and file through the city, talking to our people, fellowshipping with our people, talking to our people. Something happened, we deal with it in uniform. Have pictures. I'm gonna show them one day. And I remember one time the police pulled a brother and sister over in a convertible, pulled them over. All we did was go there and stand there. Just stood there. Police came over to us, trying to talk to us, and the captain just spoke. I told the captain to deal with it. Brother captain, deal with it. Brother captain talked to him. Cops got in the car and left. Because as a sister said on Big Mouthpiece channel, you know, all the babbling going on and too many people talking, then you got babbling fools. Everybody, just because you have information, that don't mean you should be the one talking, because you may not even understand the information that you have. And everybody shouldn't be trying to teach our people, because some people don't have the mannerism to teach. They don't have the decorum to teach, and they don't have the patience to teach our people. Gotta have patience to teach our people, because if someone don't understand what you're trying to teach them, that's when understanding and that's when patience come in. And sometimes you have to constantly repeat what you said, because people may not get it. People were patient with me, so it's my time to be patient. Even though I'm sort of running out of it, because I see it like this. Sometimes a hard head got to get tested, just how hard that head is. Sometimes it has to get tested. When you constantly telling somebody something and they don't want to listen, sometimes that hard head has to get tested. But I call him Officer Songbird. He's an officer, brother. That dude's a CIA operative. And I'm going to show some video footage of a staged police confrontation in Philadelphia.
You say it was staged, huh?
I believe that the confrontation between them and the police in Philadelphia, I believe it was a staged confrontation, because the CIA and the police are all law enforcement. They're all law enforcement. And this dude, Paul Songbird, is law enforcement. He's a federal agent. See, I don't like to use the word COINTELPRO. I say the words all the way out, counterintelligence program, because people repeat things not knowing what it means and not knowing what it is. So I say counterintelligence program, and then I explain what a counterintelligence program is. Because a lot of our people, we like to say things and not know what we're talking about. A counterintelligence is self-explanatory. Whatever intelligence we gather, they try to counter it with a lie.
Facts.
You know, people think AI is new. Artificial intelligence been around for a long time, because when they trump charges up on us and they put us in jail for charges that's unsubstantiated, or the charges are false, it was gathered by artificial intelligence. They manufactured it. It's artificial, but it's just virtual now. And it's not a coincidence that a person who's lawless, as Donald Trump, name is synonymous to false charges. When someone has false charges put on them, those charges are trumped up charges. So it's not coincidental that a lawless man such as he doing all this lawlessness all over the world. It's not coincidental that his name is synonymous to false charges, because that's what he's doing. That's what he did to Maduro. He trumped up charges. He's over here in New York, taken out of his country, he and his wife, for trumped up charges. Maduro. out of Venezuela. Those were trumped up charges. Now, if you don't have anything to add, brother, we're gonna go into the video. So I can
Man,
acquaint you with him. I want to acquaint you with him.
yeah, because well said about things here, and you're right. For a leader, you can't be loose with your mouth at all. Step one really is safety for everyone.
Yes,
and
sir.
we will always quote our dear good brother Neely Fuller Jr. And to replace injustice with justice.
Yes, sir.
Like this is the major factor here. If we can do that, I think that the sky is beyond the limit. But go ahead, brother. Let me see this individual here.
And we have to be mindful that justice is a reward or penalty. That's what justice is. It's a reward or a penalty. That's what justice is. A reward or penalty. Depending on what you do or what side of it on, that's the justice that you are given. You're given a reward or you're giving a penalty. Now, some people believe that this guy, Paul Songbird, is a real Panther because they are stepping to the ice. See, we're in the middle of delineation. Our people minding our business when it comes to what's happening with the immigrants. We're in the middle of that. Again, I cannot rock with federal agents and the police and ICE. I can't rock with them being in my community on a daily basis. I was taught a long time ago that is tyranny. It's tyranny when they're in your community running around doing what they're doing. That's tyranny. And I can't make force and I can't make abuse of anybody or normacy. And I can't okay that. I can't cheer that on. Immigrants, some of them, they have a lot of disdain for us. But when Donald Trump said he's going to get rid of the illegal immigrants and the criminals, people believed him, but I didn't believe him because I don't believe liars. They say over 90% of the people they have detained have no criminal records. They're going to snatching up anybody on the streets, taking them down and locking them up, absent a warrant. And that's lawless. I don't care who they're doing it to. I cannot support lawlessness. I cannot support tyranny. And people are saying that, well, we can't be deported. I'm not saying what a lawless person can't do or what a lawless person won't try. I'm not saying it. I'm a type of person that if somebody tell me something, you just can't tell me something. I wait and I see. When I see it happening, then I'm knowing it's happening, but I'm preparing for what happened. See, to tell our people that we shouldn't think that they would try something with us, with our history in this country, is telling our people to just totally get a case of amnesia. Close your eyes, be ignorant as hell to our history in this country. So they all of a sudden changed their sentiment towards us, and now they got it on immigrants. I'm not so foolish, brother. And I'm telling people outright, I will stand by my damn self when it comes to my stance on the authorities. I can't stand with the authorities. Why? Because they're lawless and they're self-righteous hypocrites. Now, this woman who's in charge of Homeland Security, She wasn't as much as a security guard. And she's running a federal law enforcement agency. It goes to show you the respect for the office, what they feel about the office and the agency. They will put her in charge when she hasn't been as much as a security guard. But she's running Homeland Security, and we're supposed to feel safe with someone who has no law enforcement experience running Homeland Security. And then they got an immigrant running the FBI. Why? Because they're willing to do what they're told. Donald Trump took qualified people, fired them, and put unqualified people who would just do what the hell he say. And now we got all this chaos. Our people are falling for the order chaos. Order out of chaos. That's what we're falling for. Well, that's what they're falling for. Order chaos. Order out of chaos. And words of Dr. Khaled, have you forgotten?
Man.
Maybe because I don't smoke or drink, brother.
Hey,
Maybe because of that.
Brother, I tell you this much, now that ICE is basically in our face, like I didn't know this ICE program was doing the same thing during the Obama administration, deporting people, and it wasn't so in our face than it is now. And I pose a question because I really don't know the answer to this, because how do...
I'll be a second, brother.
Pardon?
I'm listening, brother. I just had to pause that.
Okay. Like, how do we, what is the best method on getting immigrants out of our country? If there's another way, I'm all for it. I feel what you're saying, Brother Nasir. The force, the creating chaos. I mean, hey, this is our kind of history in a way, of doing things. So I'm not surprised by it. What I am surprised at, with ICE doing what they do, the amount of fraud that's going on, and I'm not just talking about Somalians. I'm talking about the whole thing here. I just heard that, what was that, 46 million in Maine now. So I can't wait till they get to California. I can't wait till they come to my state and let's do some real digging, into everyone's books. And so we can really let's clean up. If we're going to do this is my thought. If we're going to clean up, we might as well clean up the whole damn thing.
How many times have I said that they do the dirt with you to get the dirt on you? How many times?
Facts. That's
they
true.
know all of them are doing the dirt together.
Yeah.
And they know you did it because they was doing it with you. Yet because they are the power structure, they go unpunished and you go punished.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they know what's in the Epstein files. They know what's in that. And they're trying to cover it up because they know people who are in political positions, the so-called elite, will be uncovered, discovered, and I don't know if they'll be punished, but they'll be uncovered and discovered.
Mm.
But you know, they're all doing the dirt. When they're allocating money to these different states, they all skim off the top before they allocate it to the cities. They allocate it to it goes from the federal to the state to the cities.
Yeah.
They all do that. All of them do it.
Hmm.
Donald Trump's doing it right now. It starts at the top and it trickles down.
Mm.
All the corruption starts at the top. What they say, spiritual wickedness in high places. Isn't that what the scriptures say? Spiritual wickedness in high places.
That's what it says.
And it starts from the top and it trickles down.
Hmm.
There's no such thing as a politician that's not corrupt. There's no such thing of a benevolent politician. A politician is a bloodsucker of the poor. All of them on both sides, they're bloodsuckers of the poor. Poly is many, and a tick is a bloodsucker.
Facts.
They're bloodsuckers of the poor.
Hmm.
I'm having inclement weather here, and I don't even see this on the screen. This video I'm trying to show. Do you see it, brother?
No, I don't. Not yet.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is
Because
really interesting. Sorry.
I'm listening, brother.
Like these are very interesting times. And if there's a Black Panther leader or chairman popping up on the scene, you know, to lead us in a very unhealthy way, means that to me, the people, all the brothers and sisters, we're doing something right because they're spraying something on us right now. And so whatever we're doing, we're doing things, overall, all of us, we're heading in the right direction. A lot of people are questioning things. A lot of people are now researching more. A lot of people are taking care of their families. Yeah, we got some bad apples. Yeah, we get that. But the majority of us, we're heading in this right direction. And this is why I'm so excited to see who this guy really is. All I got to do is just look into his eyes, and I can tell you exactly who this person is.
Well, he thought that he would be able to pull it off. That's all I'm saying. He thought he would be able to pull it off. And I seen it when I first seen him. I thought agent. That's what I thought. Agent.
Yeah.
And the guy is just, pandering and trying to get us to try to line us up, in my sentiment. Just trying to line us up.
Mm.
Now let me I got it in the system. Now let me see. Because I tried to play it. I don't know if I did something wrong or not, but I believe this confrontation with the police was staged. Two facets of law enforcement having a confrontation. My sentiment got the guy is a CIA agent. He is. I think he is.
When I thought I saw it all, I saw a Caucasian man speaking revolutionary talk and then quoted from Fred Hampton. I said, wow, you guys can't, it doesn't get any better than this here, guys.
I don't, when I see people doing that, I know what it is. It's trying to rebel rouse. Well, here we go, brother. Let's check this out, brother. Just listen to how reckless this guy is.
I can hold my gun like this. It's the law. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108 says I can hold my long arms in my hand. Just can't hit my finger on the trigger. So don't ask me to do nothing that's against the law. Can I help you? I'm out here minding my business. I'm out here to control and watch you. Anything else? Because you guys like beating up our teammates. Somebody sent us a video of y'all beating up teammates. Y'all, wasn't it? Huh? It was y'all. You're a police officer. You part of that. It was y'all. It was y'all. You don't like to be labeled in with slave catchers. You shouldn't have taken that oath, sellout. You are a sellout. You wearing this. You are a sellout. You ain't protected. You got to do whatever they tell you to, including hurt your people. Because you're walking up to me and I don't like you and I don't trust you and I don't got no conversation with you. So unless you're investigating the crime, leave me the alone. I don't care. I got a gun license right here. This is legal. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108. Move your car out of people's way and get the out of my face. Thank you, officer. Have a good day. You have a bad one. Sell out. You smiling for a sellout? You know where you came from? Slave catchers hired you to help catch their property, which was us. Slave catchers controls the origin of that cash. Get out of here. Go where you're needed. We don't need your help. Get out the street. Like your supervisor said, get out the street. Get out the street. Go with him. Go with him. Get out the street.
My question is, if this guy is from Lansing, Michigan, how did he get a firearms license in Pennsylvania? See, that's suspect to me. They said he was in California. They ran him out of California, and now he's in Philly. They didn't believe him in California because, that's Panther Party, that's the headquarters. That's the mecca of the Panther Party because it started in Oakland. But they say he's from Lansing, Michigan. But he's running around in Philadelphia saying he's showing a license because the reason why, because he has a federal firearms license. He can carry wherever he wants to because he's a federal agent. If people don't see that, they're not looking. When I first seen this, I said agent. Because all you have to do is what you say you would do, and all you have to be what you say you're about. All the rhetoric, a leader don't do that. Not a leader.
Well,
Get out the street.
You were saying, brother?
this is odd. Okay, like to carry a firearm.
It is
on their streets. This is the city of Philly, right?
It's an open carry state. Philly's an open carry state.
Okay. Now, it would make sense if this gentleman like bought some land and had, houses and all of that, and you're standing in front of this community and you're holding the gun in front of the ones. That would make sense to me. But you're on their street that they own, with their police officers, and you're going to call brothers a sellout for
some of them are now. Don't get me wrong. Some of them are sellouts. But I don't believe him. He need more people.
Yeah. I mean, this is like I said, this is odd. Like, what is the benefit from doing this action? What do you get out of this whole scene, to the leader? Like, what is the purpose of doing this? To show what?
I really
I'm
think
so
that the confrontation was staged because it's real convenient that a camera is pointed at it. The confrontation was staged. They pulled up. I guess the officer asked him um to hold the gun a certain way, or he can't hold the gun a certain way. And then he started quoting the penal code of the in the state, the penal code of Philadelphia and the state law. And then he went into his obscenities and started going off. And that's just to actually encourage somebody else to do the same thing that he's doing.
mm, mm,
Instead of being a leader, a rank and file leader, I can understand if the cop came up to him and they started, trying to violate his rights as a gun owner, it'd been different. But I think, or in all honesty, that the whole entire thing was staged propaganda. It's
mm,
propaganda, bro.
mm.
Because it's real convenient that when a cop pull up, a camera's rolling. Real
Right,
convenient. It's propaganda,
right,
bro.
right. And it's convenient that there's two brothers that are police officers. It's not two
Exactly.
Caucasians. It's not two Caucasians. It's two brothers. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see why you say that.
That'd have been easy too. That'd have been easier to have some disdain for Caucasian cops that pull up to the brother. That's easy, but killing two birds with one stone, cop
Mm.
and brother cops, calling them a sellout and this and that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
brother,
yeah.
I see through all that Maybelline, bro. I see it, bro. I see it,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, 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 yeah. And like I totally see why you say what you said in the beginning. Like this is very reckless to
It's
me. This
reckless.
is
And
this is
this is
highly
nothing though, brother. This is nothing, brother. I'm telling you, this is nothing. This right here. When they put that camera in his face and like did like sort of an interview, he got a lot more reckless, brother. Just check it out, brother.
Oh, okay, okay.
In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Black Panthers were present, which led to the cops showing up. The men knew their rights, and we saw a walk-off from the police.
No ICE agent ever run up on me. I guarantee you they won't. I put a hole in their chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's gonna happen. They touch me. Unarmed woman was killed by ICE. If you think
Did you hear this dude?
Whoa,
Did you hear
whoa,
him?
whoa.
That's
Well,
reckless.
that's this is tough guy talk. You're talking big mess to the number
That's
one.
Julio P. Newton, brother. That's Julio P. Newton.
Like
That's
you're
what
gonna
he is. He
talk,
looks like he's Julio P. Newton, brother. That's what
with a
he is.
mustache. Like this is you're
Yes,
talking
sir.
real big to the one of the strongest military forces in the world now. This is who you're talking to. Just because they say federal, that doesn't, it's not going to end there. Like this is
That will lead us to the slaughter, brother, because we're not
yeah,
prepared for what they can do, even though it's predominantly our people in that military, yet you know their mind is not necessarily the sentiment of ours.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And some of them would do what they're told because they're in the military. And it's
mhm,
evident they're going to do what they're told. Why? Because what they're doing all over the world and in the United States is unlawful. And and they're being told by their generals that they don't have to adhere and obey to unlawful orders. They're being told by generals.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
doing videos, they're doing interviews, and they're telling them, and it's in the creed. It's in when they're sworn in. They're saying they don't have to obey unlawful orders. But they've been obeying unlawful orders since Donald Trump took office. Obeying unlawful orders. Donald Trump say bomb this boat. They just do it. And they changed the Department of Defense. They changed the name, brother, to Department of War. That means they're the aggressor. That's what that means. It's no longer called the Department of Defense. It's called the Department of War now.
Well, at least they're calling it like it is.
Problematic.
At least they're calling it what it is. Yeah, it is. It is problematic for sure. At least they're calling it what it is, you know. And I'm not going to put anything past, you know, any of these higher ups, you know, for everyone else. You know, you're like you said, they're taking orders. And I think these people that are given these orders from top to bottom now, right, are the problem. You know, whoever's given the. Go ahead. Sorry.
You got it, brother. Go ahead.
Everyone that's giving the orders to the general, like those are the problems. You know, I really do think like that there are some really good law enforcement people. There has to be. You know what I mean? I think that there's more good than bad. And
I'm gonna say it like this: if the only officer that I would deem good, he or she would have to be a whistleblower. If they're not a whistleblower, they're not a good cop. Period.
And that's what's tough.
If they're not a whistleblower, that if you're not a whistleblower going against the rank and file, you're not a good cop. Other than that, you're not going to stand around and witness your own fellow officer breaking the law and violating people's rights, and you don't intervene when it's in departmental policy for you to intervene. If you don't do that, you're not a good cop. That's in departmental policy that you're supposed to intervene when you see an officer behaving unbecoming of a cop or officer. You're supposed to intervene. If you don't do that, you're not a good cop. They're always using, that's the crazy part. Some of our people say, well, they're just doing their job, which is the same damn thing they say when they was abusing us. They're just doing their job. It's not your job to abuse people. It's not your job to have people, obey you. No, you got to obey the law, not you. If it's not in the confines of the law, the police don't have power over nobody. Not supposed to anyway. If it's not in the confines of the law.
Yeah.
But some of our people are cheering on lawlessness and tyranny. I can't rock with it. I don't care who is against. I can't rock with it.
Yeah, I got issues. I got issues there, especially when it's obvious that okay, you have a bad apple. You have a bad apple in your department, and the bad apple does something wrong, and now all of y'all are going to protect the bad apple just because. No, let that bad apple receive, the consequences for that bad apple's actions. Other than that, it's kind of strange that they all do that. But hey, change has to come somewhere.
They try to get you to snitch on your homie, okay? But they won't snitch. They use the same goddamn rules that people use on the street. They try to get you to snitch on your homie or try to get you to turn state's evidence on your homie. But when they would actually support and cover up crimes committed by a fellow officer, but they want you to snitch on your homie. Nah, bro, I can't support authorities because in my 60 years, they've been straight up corrupt, all of them, all agencies. Yeah. None of them were right, brother. None of them.
Yeah, and especially I'm telling you, man,
to come and brutalize the people.
I'm telling you, brother Nasir. Yeah, I'm telling you, brother Nasir. You know how like they say, in order to control something, you just need like certain pieces. You don't need a gang of people. You just need one person in there, to corrupt the whole thing. And if it's the top, right, that are part of, I will just say it, that are part of secret societies, right? And so they'll be strong on some things, but then if it's something that's got to deal with any of their bosses or any of the elites that goes on, okay, now you're going to see the corruption just come. It's going to be in your face. And that, to me, Brother Nasir, is a major problem that, I don't know how we're going to clean that up. I don't think that, I think that has nothing really to do with us. I think that has to be done within themselves, to be righteous, and be this law abiding authority here. I think it has to come from them too. And it's got to be, someone has to be extremely brave. When I'm looking at this whole situation of cleaning up all of these 3-letter organizations, that someone has to be extremely brave because, you're taking on, a monster per se. And you've got to be, like I said, you got to be. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
They're full of cowards, though. When they put the uniform on, the vest, they got a belt full of weapons. That's what make them chest out. For the most part, they're a bunch of cowards. But if you know or knew who Zbigniew Brzezinski was, and I'm starting to see what he was saying. He was a national security advisor to Lyndon Baines Johnson and Jimmy Carter. He was their security advisor, and again, just like Netanyahu, he's Polish, but ended up being, on top of the government and stuff. But he was a national security advisor for Lyndon Baines Johnson and Jimmy Carter. One of his most famous quotes was, "It used to be a time where it was easier to control 1 million people than to kill 1 million people." He said, "Nowadays it's easier to kill 1 million people than to control 1 million people." I'm starting to see that. That's what I'm starting to see now. And this came from the national security advisor. He was around to, I think, 2016 or 17. He passed away. He died. He died in like 2017. I remember Zbigniew Brzezinski because the minister used to always mention some of the stuff that he was saying and warning us about what's coming up the pike. It's like, I don't have amnesia. Again, I think it's because I never smoked or drank that I can see this stuff coming from the pike. I don't smoke or drink, brother. Some people, they want to get high and drunk and then become philosophical, like they know something when they get high, like they got their mind, bro. But I keep my mind clear, bro. I keep mine clear.
Right.
People, while we're standing here, we're going to find out our interactions with the police and ICE, and we hold them accountable. We patrol the community and we hold them accountable. The Black Panther Party was self-defense. We're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now. You dig? Carry bigger guns.
You hear what he's saying? We're the same Black Panther from back in the day. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
That's lining the brothers. No, you are not the same Black Panther from back in the day. How could you be that when your ass wasn't even born, for one? We carry bigger guns and we're more, no, you're not. You are in a Johnny-come-lately imposter ass Panther Party. That's what he is, and that's what they are.
Yeah. And see, here's the thing for me.
Places where there are a lot of immigrants at, I think that the community around them needs to take special.
Look like
but we're a little more aggressive now. You dig? Carry bigger guns, and we don't take no. Places where there are a lot of immigrants at, I think that the community.
Look at that. Look like a damn white boy. And I heard they're recruiting white people. I'm gonna show you again, bro.
The Black Panther Party was self-defense. We're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now. You dig? Carry bigger guns, and we don't take no places.
Huh?
These probably some of the same dudes that stormed the Capitol. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's not a brother.
He said that we are going to protect the immigrants. Huh? Whoa, 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 whoa. I thought this was the Black Panther Party here. I mean, aren't we supposed to be focusing on the brothers and sisters? Where does immigrants come into this situation or equation? Oh,
this dude's a beige kitten, bro. He ain't no Black Panther. He's a beige kitten, bro. Because he's saying a whole bunch of rhetoric that is not synonymous to what the Panther Party does and what they've done. If Dr. Khaled was here, it'd probably be more likely be a situation if Dr. Khaled was still here. My question is, where's Malik Zulu Shabazz? He's supposed to be the chairman of the Panther Party. Why isn't he vocal about this? Malik Zulu Shabazz. I know Fred Hampton Jr. But I always thought Malik was weak, though. I'm gonna tell you outright. I always thought he was weak as hell.
Where there are a lot of immigrants at, I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them and needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere to make sure that they're safe. Because them ICE agents ain't gonna act like that if it's a bunch of people standing outside with assault rifles and shotguns. It's a semi-automatic shotgun. That means them shotgun shells that shoot out of a pump, they shoot them rapidly. If you are gonna legally arm yourself with something bigger than what they got. Those who serve in the public, they should be fearful of the public. They should be fearful that the public is going to be dissatisfied with their job that they're doing, not feeling like they're tyrants, not feeling like they're bullies because they got guns and body armor and walkie-talkies. That makes them immune to whatever the people would do. I think you want to correct the ideology of the pig and the men.
He's saying, yet his rhetoric, I mean, as far as like they serve the people. And I don't disagree with open and carry. I don't disagree with that. Because open carry is a right. That's a right. If you're not a convicted criminal, it's a right that you have. If I lived in an open carry state, I will open carry wherever I go. But I'm in New Jersey. New Jersey got one of some of the most strict gun laws. But they're changing the laws in New Jersey. They said, and as a matter of fact, they're making it federal for where you can carry your gun no matter what state you go in. I can't wait till that law pass.
I don't like what I just heard. Helping immigrants get back home safely, armed. Why don't we? How about arming all of our people with some knowledge and understanding? How about that?
Yeah,
let's start there.
I agree. I agree with you, brother. I agree with you. It's just Reddit coming from him, being that he popped up all of a sudden and he's threatening cops and he's threatening unsolicited too. Unsolicited. You know what I'm saying? I can understand if you're aggressed, of course you fight with those who fight against you. If you're aggressed, yeah. I believe in organizing and being prepared in the event that we have to do something, not being out here being an agitator. That's not what a leader do.
Right.
That's not what a leader do. You know what? The Panther Party with Huey P. Newton, if they wasn't aggressed violently, they didn't say nothing. They just showed presence. And their presence alone was enough to make people back down. Because if you've done it, people know you'll do it. So they'll back down.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of rhetoric, instead of running your mouth and making and issuing threats to people. And that right there, these are sound bites, bro. These are sound bites. I don't like the way it sounds because young people are listening and they might get inspired.
Yeah.
And a young person who's inspired yet don't have no discipline will end up being harmed or worse. And then if they call themselves organizing, my suggestion is to go to anybody other than this dude. Go to Fred Hampton Jr., Crystal Muhammad, or any of those brothers and sisters who are official Panther Party chairmen and women. And if you want to join, go to them. This dude right here is not somebody you can go to. And he got a few elders to make it look like he's authenticated, but he's not authenticated. And they're giving him probably unlimited money to go wherever he need to go. Yes, they will give him money to feed people to legitimize him. I know those tricks. I know those tricks. They give him money, so yeah, we're feeding people. We're doing this. We're buying coats. We do yes. The CIA is funding all that. They're funding all that.
Yeah.
To authenticate you, to make it seem like that you are legit. They're funding it all.
Yeah, and
I see these things coming from far away, brother.
Yeah, and why? You from Michigan? Why are you in Philly? Like I don't. That doesn't.
Travel, bro. He was able to travel. He got money to travel.
And it seems like okay. Look. As a football coach, right? Yeah, I had my as a football player, I had my chances to leave Cali, and play out of state, but I decided to stay, right? And then so after the football was done, I didn't take my show on the road here and start coaching in Missouri or Montana. I stayed within my community and tried the best I could with where I was raised at. Do you know what I mean? So
this dude was in Portland, Oregon too. He went to Portland, Oregon. I just forgot about. He was in Portland, Oregon too, bro.
And my father always told me. He told me about this twice, and I got it the second time, right? Because now I understood. With people that just all of a sudden pop out of nowhere. Like, where are you from, brother?
Yes,
I've not heard your chirps like a bird in the air before. All of a sudden, you just hit the scene, and now you demand respect from all the brothers and from everywhere, and blah 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 blah. It's the same. Look, it sounds like the same play that Obama did. Like, where did Obama come from? All of a sudden, boom, he's running for president. Like, what? Huh? Where? I never heard of you before. Like, huh? So that's
but you know what though?
Yeah.
Anybody who knows me would tell you that I say he got next. Anybody who knows, I can pull people out. If people, I could have people come on this panel right now. When I saw him speak at the DNC, I said he got next. They prepping him. He got next. How the hell a junior senator is a keynote speaker at the DNC? I said that man got next, and he had next. I see this stuff coming from. I mean, before even getting my eyesight, I could see it coming. Like I'm a sniper, and I could see it from far away, bro. Because I've been studying this and doing this for so long, and I've been around wise men. I've been around some wise men that taught me, sitting at the feet of the elders, bro, listening, not like these cats do today, because they know something. They think they supposed to be the one teaching. No, if you don't understand, you shouldn't be teaching. It used to be a time where we suffered for the lack of knowledge. Now we are suffering from the lack of understanding. Got a whole lot of knowledge and a whole bunch of different brothers and sisters who, because they know something, they feel they're supposed to be the one teaching. I'm gonna tell you this. I had a talk with my younger brother earlier, and we was talking about the same thing. Do you know I understood when they said knowing is half the battle?
Man,
I understood that when it was first said. Knowing is half the battle. Okay, you know. What about the other half? All some of our brothers and sisters, all they do is know and do nothing. They're content with just knowing. They don't understand, and they don't have the mannerism to pass off the information. The information is becoming problematic now because people think they're master teachers based on what they know. Being a master teacher is based on how you teach. If you can master that, that makes you a master teacher. Me, I'll never put that on myself. I'm a master student. I got the student thing down. But some people, for some frozen of a reason, think that they are master teachers. And it's only because of what they know. They don't make you a master teacher because knowing is half the battle.
Right.
You gotta do both.
Absolutely got to look. A person might know more than me, and I don't mind that at all. But my work that I'm going to put in, you won't be able to match that. So I don't care what you know. Do you know what I mean? Like what my work is going to prove that I don't need to talk, because my work is going to do a whole lot of talking. And I know, and just like you just said, like you can get all the knowledge you want, but what are you going to do with this thing now that you got? You studied all of the read so many books and da 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 da. All right, so where's the work? And this is where, I feel, to me, Brother Nasir, that, when time comes, right, that, everything that we've spoken about, over the years, we're going to actually implement. Like, I'm going to actually do it. And I'm not going to really be talking so much about it. I'm just going to be doing it so that, a true leader, goes by whatever you're doing, so the youth can now look at what you're doing and mimic that. And that's exactly where I would want to be if I'm going to be this leader of change, this leader of solutions, of progress. Watch how I'm moving, and that will show you the way.
It's like this, brother. Teach them well and let them lead the way. That's what the song said, brother. Teach them well. But a fool cannot teach our children well and let them lead the way. They can't. Not a fool.
Right. And and another thing too, Brother Nasir, and I learned to I don't have children.
Mentality of the slave catcher, you meet him with equal force.
Not only
I'm listening.
I don't have children, but one thing about coaching, we would say this. We would say, look, we can't expect the children to do right if the coaching staff is messed up. And I was like, you're absolutely right. How can we be hypocritical like that? We have to show the example first. And then now flipping it to the world here, It's the same thing. It's the same thing here. We can talk to these children and give them lessons and blah, 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 blah. But what are the adults doing? This is what they're copying and mimicking. You know what I mean? So that portion of the thing, just like I said prior, is very important.
Exactly.
Not only that, they were seen at the anti-ICE protest. Now, there will be many libs upset at this.
I was raised to believe that the KKK and the Black Panther Party were equal and opposite entities. And it wasn't until I watched Forrest Gump that I had exposure to what the Black Panther Party might actually be. this is obviously a result of me being a white kid raised in Texas. I literally thought that like Huey Newton was like akin to like the Grand Wizard of the Triple K. Like the benevolent government, took out this threat that was, causing black supremacy. I mean, I'm a young kid. I don't understand that black supremacy doesn't exist, and I'm white, and I'm being told to be scared of these people. This is a condition that you're conditioned to in conservative America. It's the early 2000s. They're this malevolent evil akin to the biggest terror cells in the world by the CIA. Then I watched Forrest Gump and I'm a kid and I'm like, if this is an accurate depiction, I mean, at worst, they're like, this seems okay to me. Like, I don't know. Mind you, that movie doesn't even do like an incredible job at like illustrating the Black Panther Party either. But it was enough to make me think about it and start to learn about it. And the rest is history. But it's crazy.
But one dude gives the tea on the propaganda we all took in and how so many like the Panthers to
and just open and
legally arm yourselves and unify, or else you will die. And I mean that in a literal sense. You see on the news all the time, Renee, everybody say her name, Renee. This is the thing. They hurt people and get away with it, the more they're gonna get that momentum to keep going. So everybody needs to unify and come together, and everybody needs to arm themselves, right? Because the revolution is in the barrel of a gun. Look, so
Dangerous rhetoric. I don't, I'm scratching my head right now. Like, what does the immigrants got to do with the Black Panther Party? Why are we focused on them? I thought we're supposed to be focused, on us.
There he goes, quoting brother as the new light skin, but he knows the lingo. He knows some of the lingo.
And how the
that's what Cohen again. We are actually a weapon of mass distraction. They're using him as that. He's a willing participant, weapon of mass distraction. If they don't use weapons of mass destruction, they use weapons of mass distraction, and they will try to distract you out of what your goals are and what your efforts are. And he's in. I don't know how many people he have, but you know what? It really don't take for a whole bunch of members to have, because you see the optics, you see the guns, they can shoot certain angles. Because every time I see him is just these two people. It's not a whole bunch of people, but they can use the propaganda machine to make it seem like they have rank and file and show his gun, because it's the optics. That's what it is. It's the optics.
Yeah. And I can obviously see here just with this picture alone. Okay. Right now, all of these, especially the brother on the right, the way he's standing with the 1 foot up and the 1 foot back, and then you've got the right, and then you got the
right over left, right,
right. And then you got the guy in the middle with his arm over his shoulder. This is all signs and symbols for me that just telling me, oh, so that's who you with. And then You know, why isn't your arm around the other brother back there on the left who's standing with 1 foot up and 1 foot back? Like these are very not basic normal stances.
No, they're
You
not.
know,
It looks like a
and so
metamorphosis, though. It looks like a metamorphosis. If you go from left to right, it looks like a metamorphosis. One is
yeah,
darker than the other. Go from
yeah,
real light to real like a metamorphosis, brother. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, bro.
yeah, I can totally see that. I see what you're looking at, right?
Crazy. But they, you know, again, how they pander to you, brother, is how they see you. They must really think we're stupid to fall for this foolishness, brother. They really do.
And people worried about people being scared of him. Hugh Newton also said this when somebody asked him, "Don't you think the Black Panther Party is scary? Don't you think it's scaring people?" He said, "My people have been the ones afraid. Hey, sister, we got free groceries over here, free hot soup and free clothes." He said, "My people be the one afraid for hundreds of years. So if you're saying people scared of us, now that's a compliment. That means we're doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Would you rather be scared of ICE? Would you rather be scared of the slave catcher, the police? Would you rather be scared of the government forces that are working against the people? Or would you rather be them scared to mess with you? That's for you to choose. That's for you to decide. Unify, arm yourself, and keep this mentality all the time. All power to the people.
All power to the people. Where can people find you? Like on social
I'm
media?
Chairman Paul Birdsong on Instagram. You can find the Black Panther Party for self-defense on TikTok and Instagram. Black Panther Party is split up by chapter, so whatever state you are in, if there's a chapter there, type in BPP and the name of your state, and it should pop up.
They were interviewed by the People's Press with Chairman Paul Birdsong leading the way.
See, a lot of people are asking why the Black Panthers are going up against ICE for the immigrants. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, the one that Huey Newton started with Bobby Seale, is an internationalist organization that
emphasizing that is what you call affiliating. When you say the one that Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale started, that's affiliating yourself to them. And also at the same time, lining the real Panther Party up in the event that he do something. This dude is nothing but a modern day William O'Neill. That's all he is, bro. That's all he is. I'm telling
you. Stands as allies with oppressed people, no matter what their ethnic background is, no matter what their cultural background is. All power to the people. We're not racist. The very ideology of racism in and of itself is not intellectual, being that there's only one race on the planet, and that's the human race. My goal is to protect my people from ICE, to protect my people from police brutality, to protect my people from crooked politicians, imperialism.
Salute to my brother OTK. Salute to you, my brother.
To protect my people from imperialism, fascism, to protect my people from racism, to protect my people from capitalism. That's what my goal is, to protect my people from tyranny. I'm out here feeding people. I feed hundreds of people a week, if not thousands. You know, the Black Panther Party feeds.
They're giving him money to do that, to authenticate him, because that's what the Panther Party did. They know the Panther Party's history. But if he's not doing any of that, he's not going to be authenticated. So they'll give him the necessary tools to authenticate him. He's nothing but a prop, bro. He was sent in Operation Birdsong. And a lot of times, see, I know the history of the CIA and how they recruit. You know, a lot of times they recruit from college. And they'll recruit, and they recruit from they recruit from the industry, music industry. They recruit from there, and they recruit from those who have criminal records. They will send you in, but this dude here he's a straight up agent. He's an agent, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Operation Birdsong.
Yeah, look, Brother Nasir, when he said you're here to protect your people, but you holding a gun on the street that you're protecting.
I mean, you know, it's like this. The Panther Party, the real Panther Party, don't use a lot of rhetoric. If they have to go out with their AR-15 and protect their brothers and sisters, I don't see anything wrong with that. But to be an agitator is different. He's an agitator, and he's someone who's going to have somebody lined up and getting harmed because of his rhetoric. When you see the real Panther Party out there, it's real confrontations, and they're not the aggressor. It's real confrontation. I've seen when some white supremacists was walking up to the mosque like they was going to attack the mosque. The Panther Party said, because some of those brothers and sisters belong to the gun club, and some of those brothers and sisters are affiliated with the nation. I believe this was Texas. The police came and everything, and it was a big confrontation between white supremacists and the Nation of Islam. But the Panther Party said, my brothers don't carry guns, but if you walk up on their property, we gonna defend the mosque. Straight up.
Yeah.
They deal with real confrontation. We gonna defend the mosque. Those are our brothers and sisters. We out here together doing this work. We gonna defend the mosque. They don't carry guns, but they can make a phone call and call somebody over here with some. A legal gun club. See, we have legal gun clubs that are registered and that are sanctioned. We have legal gun clubs, our brothers and our sisters. But this guy telling people, young people, he know young people are listening. He's trying to line our people up, and at the same party for self-defense. That's what he's doing with his rhetoric.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
States across the country.
We also clear up some questions many have asked, including
a lot of people are saying that we should not stand up against ICE because we're standing for people that aren't us, and Black Panthers only stand for Black people. That is a lie. Huey P. Newton said that we are internationalists and we stand with all oppressed people no matter what color they are. That's the founder of the Black Panther Party. Thing number two, the Black Panther Party created something called the Rainbow Coalition, which is a coalition of Hispanics, Asians, whites, and blacks from all over the world working together to fight oppression. Again, the Black Panther stood with the Mexicans.
It's half truth. It's half truth. The Rainbow Coalition was created. Jesse Jackson took it over and made it what it is today, but it was created by the Panther Party. But it was like this. All those nationalities included white people. They organized their people against oppression and the oppressor. It was no togetherness. They organized, okay, you organize your people against oppression. Hispanics, you organize your people. Chicanos, you organize your people. We're going to organize our people against oppression. Everybody had organizations that are organized against oppression. And that's what made Fred Hampton dangerous. That's what made him dangerous, because he was organizing all these organizations against the authorities and against oppression. And he made white people see that they were being oppressed too. White people of a certain, status, so-called status. It was Fred Hampton that did that. That's what made him dangerous. But it was okay, we're all in the same rank and file. No, it wasn't. He had them organize their people. Half truth.
Yeah, this is dangerous rhetoric.
Stood with the Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans, stood with the Japanese, the Vietnamese. The Black Panthers did a whole campaign to end the Vietnam War because they stood with Vietnam.
So for you guys who are talking all of this gibberish about, oh, you guys aren't following traditions of the original, who do you think our leaders are? If you watch Huey Newton's speech, he specifically says, we are.
Fred Hampton Jr., Crystal Muhammad, Huey P. Newton's niece, filed a cease to desist on this guy. Stop saying you're us. This is what they want him to do. To stop saying that he's them because of his recklessness. So he can't say that it's gibberish or it's jibber jabber. He can't say that because they say he's not authenticated. He's not one of them. Chairman Fred Hampton is saying that he's not one of them. So he can't say a damn thing against Chairman Hampton. He can't.
Yeah, you can't.
It's madness, brother.
It's beyond madness.
We are not black nationalists. We are internationalists, and we stand with all oppressed people across the globe.
But this dude want us to believe. I mean, he knows the lingo. He knows the lingo. You know, I'm gonna do further investigation into, his chapter and see what it says. I'm gonna do further investigation with his chapter, and I'm wondering where he's located at because he's moving around. That's one of the main things that lets you know that he's a federal agent. He going from Lansing, Michigan to Portland, Oregon to California to Philadelphia.
And what are you talking about? International. Nobody wants a Black Panther Party internationally. Listen, look, brother, look, man. Like
they were international, but they're not international list. See, he just taking it. He just telling you he using very deceptive language. Very deceptive language because they did, they're international, but they're not international list. It's different.
Right. Okay, that's a difference.
They're not different international lists, but they're international. See, he's outright lying. Outright lying.
Yeah, I can listen. Out the gate. Excuse me, out the gate, lying with this, right? And I'm so happy that you put this guy up on the screen today, to let everyone know what. Sorry for my words here, but buffoonery. Okay, this is 2026. This ain't 1996. This is what he sound like. You sound like you're back in time, brother. Like, no, where it's 2026. If you don't have a really intelligent, right, peaceful, with a little bit of aggression to the solution here that we have, the solution or the problem that we have, and the solution has to be peaceful, intelligent, and aggressive. We don't have to hold guns now on street corners. No. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. It's just like you just said earlier. You said, we're going to protect the mosque at all costs. Okay, so if we have a community, we're going to protect that community at all costs. That's what you protect.
That's what the Panther Party are vanguard of the community. That's their title, the vanguard of the community. You go out and you protect the community. And the vanguard of the community were against the authorities. Now he has the lingo, but he's untrustworthy because of most of his stance make him untrustworthy. His rhetoric make him untrustworthy. His language make him untrustworthy.
And you talking about going against. You talking about going against ICE and other agencies. Like, if anything, there should be somewhat of a conjunction and understanding that we're doing what you guys are doing to protect and to serve, right? Right, we're here to protect and to serve. This is what the organization should be. So I don't understand why you're going against that. You know, like we should be going against, crime, fraud.
I mean, it's like this. It's like this. Don't get me wrong, brother T. Wriggles. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
My stance is tyrannical law enforcement, federal agents, ICE, whatever, tyrannical law enforcement should be met with, resistance. It should be met with resistance. And people should be ready. I'm not saying that we're not going to have to take up arms. I'm not saying we're not going to have to do that, because we may have to do it. But what I'm saying is we should be focused on organizing, and we shouldn't be using language like, okay, we're going to be the aggressor. Yeah. We shouldn't be the aggressor. We should just fight with those who fight against us. He's being the aggressor. We should be prepared in the event that we may have to do something. We should be preparing ourselves, training, getting awareness, getting our minds right, being watchful. That's what we should be doing.
I agree.
Watching everything and just preparing ourselves. Just being prepared. But to say that you're gonna, in the midst of, I'm saying it's in the midst of delineation. You take a guy who's obvious fucking Hispanic and say we the Black Panther for self-defense. While we're delineating, we got one. I saw one brother who looks like a brother. It's the dark-skinned brother he was hugging. The other dude is 2 shades lighter than him, but they're the Black Panthers.
Yeah,
they're the Black Panthers, though. That's crazy, bro.
Wow.
Many do not know nor care to comprehend is this.
You ever notice when they talk about the Black Panthers, they show you guns and berets, but they never show you what.
Now, they took this. They conveniently took this woman's footage and they put it with this, to legitimize, this guy. The Young Turks did this because the Young Turks, sometimes they be on it when it comes to stuff, but they are wrong today with this. They are wrong with
I like this girl. I like this lady on the screen.
No, it's because they believe that this guy is a actual Panther member. They believe this. They were tricked by this. Or, I don't know. The Young Turks is a propaganda machine. You know what I'm saying? It's a propaganda machine. But what I'm saying is they believed that this guy was a authentic Panther Party chairman.
Right.
And he's not, because the Young Turks is pro immigrant, they pro this and pro that, and so when they see the police and ICE being confronted, it's exciting to them because they're being confronted. You know what I'm saying? But this guy, to me, I'm gonna say, all right, again, I think the whole entire confrontation with the police in Philly was staged. Was staged. It wasn't real. It wasn't real. No pushback. They at least try to do some pushback. Nah, no pushback. Okay, words. You law enforcement, because the police can be real tyrants, bro.
Yeah, they can be.
Even when you are correct, when you're telling them what the law is, even when you're correct, they try to find a way to get you. It's all about compliance with them, obedience and compliance. Don't care nothing about the law. Obedience and compliance to them, not the law.
Right. And,
okay,
and
if they say, well, get your hand off your gun, they expect you to do it when it's your property.
Yeah, it's wild.
I'm not going to say. Like I said, he knows the lingo. He learned the lingo. He learned the language, and he learned what to say because they schooled him on it. And he know what to say when he get in front of the camera. You know what to say.
Yeah.
But I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I'm going to say outright, he's not a certified, authentic chairman. Nah.
No. Not
he's an agent, bro.
Yeah, not spitting that buffoonery like that. I mean, I do my homework on him and see, his background and take a look at this guy. But I can tell you this much: no. What's that? How does that joke go? No. Nah, we're not having that. And what I love about what you're doing today, kind of exposing, you're exposing this gentleman here. Even I think some of the youth will be able to just sniff this out, like you're phony, big guy. So
I mean, it's a lot of people came out against him, brother. It's a lot of people came out against him, but he and some people believe him, just like the Young Turks believed him. And I'm gonna say it like this also: the mainstream media is saying that they are the Panther Party, because at the same time they want to discredit the Panther Party also. They want to destroy the Panther Party also. So it's enemies all around the place. You got the internal and external enemy all around the place. Because when the news is reporting this, they're referring to them as the Black Panther Party. So they already lined up. So that's why authentic chairmen and chairwomen and members got to come out against this guy. They have to come out against him. And say, look, this dude is not us. Whoever he are doing is not going to reflect us, because anybody can go buy a leather jacket, a beret, and put on a down button and carry their gun.
That part.
Anybody can do that.
And to give a sidebar,
just like anybody, just like anybody can go in. Anybody can go buy a suit, a bow tie, put it on and say FOI.
Yeah,
but if you're not a registered member, if you're not a registered member in the Nation of Islam, you do something under that name, they can't put that on us, because our members are registered. Registered member. That means you got to go through the processing. You got to go through the processing, get your student enrollment, go through the process, and get your lessons. Then you have to recite, write your letter, get your X. That's the process. If you haven't done that, you can't do nothing under our name and say you're one of us. No, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
And that's a good.
I don't know who this is in the chat, but I did ask that question earlier about Malik Zulu Shabazz. I did ask that question. I haven't heard Malik Zulu Shabazz say a word. One word about this.
Look, and I want to know,
after Dr. Khaled passed away, he's the one who stepped up after Dr. Khaled passed away in 2000.
Quick. Yeah. He did that quick.
He Well, he stepped up because when we was at the home going, Malik Zulu Shabazz ran the home going. Him and the other brother, I forgot the brother's name. He passed away a few years ago. The brother who spoke. I know when we went to the home going, Malik Zulu Shabazz was like the keynote. The general spoke, but Zulu Shabazz was the keynote.
And I want to know who voted this guy to be the leader. Is that within the party itself? Like, how come
he was second? He was second. I don't know. He was second. He was in second. Well, he was real vocal, sort of like second in command because me. Honestly, I think the brother's weak. He's weak to me. He's a lawyer, but I think I think he's weak, and he was like sort of second in command under Dr. Khaled. So if Dr. Khaled transition, he has to step up. But I don't think Malik Zulu Shabazz he don't have leadership quality, especially he's damn sure not militant. So no, he's not.
So
damn sure not militant.
I want to ask Malik Shabazz, like, did you just pass it down to him? Like, did you guys come together? Did you guys take a vote? On okay, he's our new black.
Malik not gonna do that. Not with this guy. If anything, Malik could come out against him, but he hasn't said anything yet.
Oh yeah, I can't wait till he got Malik. You need to say something.
Because Malik loves Dr. Khaled. He loves Dr. Khaled. I'm going to say that much. I give him that much. He loves Dr. Khaled, and he was not this guy right here. Malik probably would rip his ass apart. Pause. But Malik would not endorse him. He won't, and he won't endorse this dude Birdsong.
And you know what?
And I tried to call the brother Sinetta too because Sinetta was a field marshal under Dr. Khaled. Yeah, he was a brother Sinetta was a field marshal in the Panther Party under Dr. Khaled. He ran the New York chapter.
I didn't know that.
Chapter.
I did not know
Sinetta,
that.
Yeah. Yes, he did. He ran the Harlem chapter. Sinetta. That's why I met him there. I met Sinetta through Dr. Khaled.
Very interesting.
Because Dr. Khaled and the general very close. My minister, they were very close. The general and Dr. Khaled. As a matter of fact, if you see my new intro, I got the general and Dr. Khaled in the front. General going to speak, and they running, and they're running. I got them running. Dr. Khaled, the general, and another brother behind him who's they were running late and they was running to the rostrum because he was ready to go on. The people was waiting for him to speak. I got the picture, bro. Authentic picture.
Can I give you a sidebar before we continue really quick, Brother Nasir? Because of the TYT, the Young Turk symbol. Did you hear what happened to Rashad Ritchie? With his fake diplomas and all of this.
I'm not going to say that because
you don't think it's.
I'm not going to say yay or nay. I don't do that. Just because somebody come out and say that, I'm not going to say yay or nay. I don't do that.
Is he still with the Young Turk thing?
He still has his show. But what I don't like is, I'm going to say this, and I mean this emphatically. To hell with their accreditation. Based on what he's done on behalf of our people and people who are abused by the cops, to hell with their accreditation. He did more than that lawyer that's dragging his name. I tell you that.
I heard that.
Much. Doing more than him. See, that's the thing I don't like. When white people call themselves PhD, doctor this and doctor that, we don't question their credibility. We want to question each other's credibility. Your own damn brother. I don't do that, bro. I don't do that. Something I don't do. When I first seen that, I was like, I don't even want to see it. The hell with the accreditation. What this brother did and are doing, give a damn about
Yeah.
no damn accreditation. Malcolm didn't. They can't claim Malcolm. No college. You know what I'm saying? No college can claim Malcolm. All they can say, any college can say Harvard and Yale and Princeton, all they can say about Malcolm is he spanked the shit out they damn scholars. That's all he can say.
Yeah,
He
it
can't
says
claim the minister.
it says here. I just looked his name up. It says that Indisputable is the nation's fastest growing news show, where Dr. Ritchie delivers a full dose of fact-based truth. And I think that's why they don't like, as you saying, what he's doing. I feel you. I've got to do some more homework on that. But let's go back to this. My fault, Brother Nasir. My bad.
That's something I don't do when it comes to our people, brother. Unless they show me something that's nefarious that cause me to not, support them. I don't give a damn about no accreditation from no college. When I think of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, I think of Malcolm, the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and people who didn't even go to college. When I think of these people, hell with their accreditation, bro. Most of the time, accreditation is indoctrination. It's only certified that you passed a damn test anyway.
Right.
What they actually wanted. Let's talk about the 10-point program. They wrote it in 1966 for the Black community with no apologies because they knew that no one else was coming to save them. But they didn't just call out racism in the abstract. They named the system, pointed the finger at capitalism, policing, war, and the way that the state kept Black communities in check.
And here is that plan. We want freedom. We want power to determine the destiny of our Black and oppressed communities. We want full employment for our people, where it says, we believe that the federal government is responsible and obligated to give every person employment or a guaranteed income. We believe that if the American businessman will not give full employment, then the technology and means of production should be taken from the businessmen and placed in the community so that the people of the community can organize and employ all of its people and give a high standard of living. We want an end to the robbery by the capitalists of our Black and oppressed communities. It would also read, we believe that this racist government has robbed us, and now we are demanding the overdue debt of 40 acres and 2 mules. 40 acres and 2 mules were promised 100 years ago as restitution for slave labor and mass murder of Black people. We will accept the payment in currency, which will be distributed to our many communities. The American racist has taken part in the slaughter of our 50 million Black people. Therefore, we feel this is a modest demand that we make. We want decent housing fit for the shelter of human beings. Not a lot to ask there. We want decent education for our people that exposes the true nature of this decadent American society. We want education that teaches us our true history and our role in the present day society. Again, not asking much, considering how the history books are put in schools to deceive many of us from so many atrocities this country took part in. We want complete free healthcare for all Black and oppressed people. Again, free healthcare, not asking a lot, considering what we make as a nation and our value. We want an immediate end to police brutality and murder of Black people, other people of color, all oppressed people inside the U.S. Calling for accountability for police brutality. Is this really that extreme? We want an immediate end to all wars of aggression. The Black Panther Party spoke out and did not want U.S. intervention in Vietnam, for example. We want freedom for all Black people and oppressed people, now held in U.S. federal, state, county, city, and military prisons and jails. We want trials by a jury of peers for all persons charged with so-called crimes under the laws of this country. And lastly, we want land, bread, housing, education, clothing, justice, peace, and people's community control of modern tech.
So next time you hear somebody say the Panthers were just violent or extreme, show them this. Show them the 10 points. Because the scariest thing about them wasn't the guns, it was the clarity. They knew exactly what they wanted, and they refused to settle for anything less.
From the videos we just saw, a bit more background here. The group, which identifies as part of the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, is an entity of the 60s militant Black Power group founded by Bobby Seale and Huey P. Newton. Black Enterprise Prince, Paul Birdsong, who we discussed previously, labeled himself as the group's national chairman and attended.
He's a chairman. He said he's the national chairman. Oh, Nasir. The national chairman over Fred Hampton Jr.
And you know Fred, you know Fred Jr., right? I remember you saying that to me.
Yeah. I met Fred. I met Fred Hampton Jr. We chopped it up before. I forgot we was in New York. Was in New York. You know, at an event with like different organizations met. Panther Party, NOI. You know, Fred was there, and good brother, strong brother, serious brother. Peace to my brother, Big Dog Philly OG. Thanks for tapping in, comrade. And the last I checked, you know what I'm saying, Fred, I didn't hear anything. Fred's not authenticating him. Fred's not endorsing him. And I haven't heard not one authentic Panther Party member or chairperson endorse this dude. Everybody I heard is like, no, he's not one of us. And again, the sister's niece, Huey P. Newton's niece, sent him a cease to desist. But he's not going to listen to the cease to desist because he's CIA. Because he's CIA.
Interesting.
And that's more than likely why he's not being confronted. That's more than likely why he's not being confronted. Because normally the Panther Party, if you're going around saying you one of them and you're not a registered member, you didn't go through the 10-point program and they don't know who you are, you just popped up saying you one of them, they usually will would be some smoke because of that. Because I can tell you, when I was a young FOI, we had a rebel mosque in Plainfield, New Jersey, that just decided they gonna open up them a mosque. They had problems.
Right.
They had problems. You can't say you mosque number 80 when it's already a 80 B and 80C, and it's not big enough. Now you got Muhammad's mosque number 7, A, B, C, D in New York because New York's big.
Yeah.
But you just can't decide, okay, I'm about to open this up and then you end up doing something corrupt or illegal under our name? No.
Oh, no.
Hell no. Salute to my brother DJ Cuddy. Salute. Thanks for tapping in. Then they end up doing something illegal under our name, and then that's a reflection of the rank and file, the organization. Right. So that's why you gotta have the registered member. You gotta vent, you know what I'm saying? Because in the event that something happened with his rhetoric, he caused somebody to be harmed, it's gonna fall back on the brothers and sisters of the Panther Party because of his rhetoric. They go out there and do something illegal because of what he's saying. Because of some of our people, they love to hear a charismatic or strong, like some people gravitate towards Khaled. Oh, Dr. Khaled, that's my man there. Where was you at when he was here? I didn't see you. You see how strong he is now, how much he demand now. 26 years later, he been gone 26 years. Our people gravitates towards strong voices. Not that he sounds strong, but his rhetoric is tough. His rhetoric's
Yeah, I
tough.
don't.
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna shoot this
his
person.
voice.
His rhetoric's tough.
Yeah, his
But
voice.
he I don't. He
No, my
need more
bad. Go.
people, bro. I don't believe him.
I don't believe him. The voice, the tone, the diction, the stances, the weapons in front of the police. I'm not buying it. Sounds like Anton Daniels. I'm not buying it. Not buying it. Not buying it. Not one bit.
He do sound Antonish.
Oh, what did you
He
call
do
him?
sound
Futon.
Antonish.
It's Futonish.
Futon. You in the Caribbean, DJ Cuddy? Get it, brother. You in the Caribbean, brother? Get it, brother. Get
Yeah,
it.
man.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Sip a daiquiri for me, man. For real.
Yeah. Yeah, sip a daiquiri for your brother, man. Sip a daiquiri for
Yeah,
your
man.
brother.
Yeah. And I
All
don't
I'm
want to
saying
see
is have
you
a
whining.
wonderful time, Cuddy. Have a wonderful
Yeah, for
time,
real.
brother.
For
For
real.
real.
And I don't want to see you whining anywhere on a dance floor, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We don't need to see
What's
all
that
that.
drink you say you drink, Cuddy? What's that drink you say you drink, Cuddy? They got those on the boat, brother. The one you always talking about. You drink it. What's that? Zesty orange? Do they got the zesty orange on the boat, brother?
Don't tell me that. Oh, man.
Brother said he was too late. He was grooving.
Pending members feel ICE should be abolished, and the current admin should be held accountable. The Inquirer adds this quote from Birdsong: "You got people that are part of a cabal. They're self-serving, and they prey on the common folks of the U.S." He states that ICE needs to be abolished. For all those wondering if Chairman Birdsong is indeed allowed to open carry on the streets of Philadelphia, from the outlet, the law says you can.
Now, I just disagree with his agent-like behavior and rhetoric. ICE should be abolished. Trump administration should be held accountable. They should be. But I don't like his dangerous rhetoric and agent-like behavior. I see him as somebody who's trying to get. We love you too, my brother Cuddy. Trying to get our people to do something illegal to kill two birds with one stone. And he's a little too beige for me, brother. I'm just gonna tell you. A little too beige for me. I ain't that dark, but goddamn, this dude here, bro, he don't even look like he's a black American. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, I'm like I said, it's the tone, just the tone. I'm not sold on it, and I'm leaning way more. I'm like, at first when you said this, I was okay. I'm 60-40. Now I'm 60-40 on what Brother Nasir was talking about CIA. Now I'm 85-15. That you are compromised, and you are going to steer a lot of brothers, to their grave with that talk.
Yeah, you're gonna get somebody hurt with that with his rhetoric, bro. He is. And what's gonna happen is, when it does still when I think I was talking to my brother OTK, I believe it was yesterday. With Grandmaster Jay. They called him back in. He was an agent too, bro. He was an agent too. They called him back in. They might say, well, he's going to jail, this or that, indict him, but they called them back in. That's what they do when they call the agents back in when their assignment is over. This dude was seen at Trump rallies and everything, bro.
Yeah.
When people pop up on us, when they pop up on us, all of a sudden, we have to watch them on a protracted period, and we have to sift 100 mesh. See, I'm a lab technician, formulator. 100 mesh.
Yeah.
If you know what 100 mesh is, if you sift anything in 100 mesh, it's going to come out powdery. Going to come out powdery. So you have to sift people who going to call themselves leading us 100 mesh. So we'll know wherever it's on top of that that mesh, when you sift the ingredients, wherever it's on top, it's some extra stuff. So we just can't accept people's leadership, bro, just because the way they sound. They come, they just come around town. It's like, it's like a politician. All of a sudden you see this dude, he coming around us all of a sudden because they want something from us. You got to run people like that away from you. And you see them, okay, you start seeing them 2027 because the election is 2028. You got to run people. You ain't see them the whole term, but they 2027 they coming around because they know it's election the next year. You run people like that away from you.
Facts.
Again, how they pander to you is how they see you. If they pander to you like you stupid, they think you stupid. So we got to stop being. We have to stop being the suckers. Period. We got to stop being the suckers in the political process. We got to stop being the suckers in all that. We got to stop being the suckers. Some people think we should be participating in politics, but I don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the politics up to the ones that can. If you actually love politics, you thrive off of it. You get a really good, enjoyment, soul fulfillment out of it. Go right ahead. Go right ahead into that game. It's a dirty game.
I'm not one who to try to stomp on somebody's aspirations, but if somebody want to get into politics and thinking they can clean it up, go right ahead. If you think you can clean it up, you go right ahead. But I doubt you can do it. That's all.
Yeah.
But if you do it, I'll be happy. Because it need to be cleaned up.
Yeah, it need to.
I'll be ecstatic. If you could do that, I'll be ecstatic.
Man, I'll shake it. Look, I might vote for the first time in my life.
But a lot of times people get in, they have their aspirations, but once they get in, they realize what it is. Either they get out of it or they conform. That's what happens. Either they get out of it or they conform. They conduct business as usual. That's what they do.
License to carry. According to Dylan Harris, an attorney who focuses on gun rights. Harris would then say that open carry or carrying a firearm in a way that it can be plainly seen by others is generally lawful in the state, except for in prohibited locations such as federal buildings. Importantly,
what's crazy about Pennsylvania is a open carry state. It's open carry. All except the gun laws in Pennsylvania is very laxed. All except Philly. All except Philly, because Philly is a big city in Pennsylvania. All the other cities and boroughs or whatever you want to call it are small towns They're small, but Philly's big with a few million people. And you have to, and it's not saying that you can't get a license to carry in Philadelphia, but it's going to take you, it probably take a while for you to get it if they even allow you to have a carrier's permit in Philadelphia. But I'm wondering, you know, how this dude get a carrier's permit in Philly. But all except Philly. I mean, people like that incident that happened up in Pennsylvania where the man came outside, you know, when they had the shooting over the snow plowing and stuff. That happened in Pennsylvania. The laws are different when they have a bunch of us in the area. That's when they changed the law.
Yeah. A common theme, it seems like. Yeah.
Plus, you know, a lot of us live in Philly, so that law can't be the same in Philadelphia as it is in the rest of Pennsylvania. Can't.
Right.
They're not allow
Right.
that.
Right.
Because a lot of are in Philly. That's why the law is different. Big Dog will tell you. He'll tell you. A lot of us is in Philly. And you know, I know, you know, I got a brother living in Allentown, you know, but we're not in those other areas. We either live in Allentown or we live in Philly or we live in P-Bird, you know what I'm saying? But all those other areas, Quaker areas, we don't live in those areas.
So they're probably sundown towns over there also back in the days, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sundown town in 2026, brother. Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on from this video. Go to the next.
But Philly is an exception.
Go on to the next video. I'm surprised with the weather, brother. That this is pulling. I'm pulling it off. I am.
Yeah.
Surprised. I am surprised. But it's moving kind of slow. You got bear with me, audience, because
Woke and Ready TV.
This brother here kept it 100, bro. Kept it 100.
So you'd be notified every time I drop some content. We're gonna get right into it. Like, first of all, I think this is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Black Panthers, everybody know that. Me, I always studied the Black Panthers. I always 60s and all that started off in Oakland. You know what I mean? Y'all know the history. If you don't know the history, do your research on Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale, young Bobby Hutton, you know what I mean? One of the youngest members that joined the Black Panthers that lost his life, you know what I'm saying, fighting for the struggle. You know, right now we have Chairman Paul Birdsong. I don't know much about this brother, but he's in Philadelphia, and they starting this Black Panther thing back up. You know what I mean? Now, me personally, I'm all for it. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna go run out and join the Black Panther Party or nothing like that. But I believe, like, if this was the 60s, hell yeah, without a doubt. You know what I mean? I would have been all in. But we just gotta be real. Everything that we know and everything and all our history and all that, you know what I mean? When shit like this happens, we tend to take a step back. The smart people tend to take a step back, and people got questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, Brother Paul, who are you and where did you come from? You know what I'm saying? These are questions that I would ask them if I was face to face. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? Where you come from? What inspired you? You know what I'm saying? And what are you doing here in my city, in Philadelphia? You know what I mean? Because this shit going down everywhere. The main question is, I want to know why you're against ICE. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I'm for ICE or against ICE. I just want to know why. What is your motivation to be against ICE when that really doesn't have anything to do with black people. I mean, it's an immigrant problem. You know what I mean? I think somebody asked him that before, and he said something, you know what I mean, whereas though, like, listen, the Black Panther Party for self-defense represents all people, you know what I mean, not just black people. It's a little confusing to me, you know what I mean, but I think a lot of people still have questions. My main concern, and I don't care, like, you know what I mean, my main concern, I would be, you know, that's a small problem right there, the ICE thing. All right, okay, I understand. But my main concern is, my question is who is funding y'all? Where the funds are coming in. Now, if it's just like for the people just sending in donations, y'all taking money out of your own pockets, the members, you know what I mean? They still get to go to work and do what they do, and they put up, you know, certain amount of money.
And it's a fair question. It's a fair because he went from Lansing, Michigan to Portland, Oregon. Got to be really mindful for that.
Facts.
It's agent-like behavior to me.
Cool, but I want to know where this funding is coming from. You know what I mean? It was a guy, you know, it's proof that he has proof that the funding is coming from George Soros. But
I think it's the federal government because, you know, with his rhetoric, I think he wants to incite violence. But George Soros just as damn bad.
Mm-hmm.
Just as bad.
Yeah, the worst.
You know, Black Lives Matters and all that. And I think the guy name was Larry Kratz or some shit like that. Got to get the names right. But I know what I know. So that's what I wanted to know. But regardless, you know what I'm saying, of that, like I understand the Black Panther name a lot. I'm saying the people of Philadelphia feeding, and you know what I'm saying, you're standing up to police because for all when you're using the people to get behind you because you have a certain agenda, or it can be all about funds. We don't for our people, man. We're tired of people coming in our, you know, our city, and then the people still left fighting this fight that you ain't got nothing to worry about because y'all took all the funds. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for everybody. We're tired of it. We're tired of the bullshit. Like, I sent some information to the Black Panthers and to Paul Burson in particular. It was a situation that happened in Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? And the internet worked fast because this guy was a white guy. He's supposed to be a content creator. He saw a black lady. She's an immigrant. Well, I don't want to say immigrant. Well, she's not from here. She's from Africa. Black lady. He called her all type of N-words, disrespected her in the grocery store, put it on camera, and said, how do these monkeys get the money to come over here and fill up the, fill up these shopping carts, and how they get all this money, called it the N-word. You know, this lady was like in disbelief. This is shocking. And it was disturbing to watch. And, you know, like she's going through it. But the internet got all his information, got all this guy's information, got his got his job information, his wife's information, his address, phone number. I sent this to the Black Panthers in hopes they'll read this and see that video and go pay this brother a visit and put him on public display, out him in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? I just think that, you know, this is, you know, a call for the Black Panthers, so nobody don't go do nothing. Dude, what he did was despicable, and me personally, I believe that dude need to get outed. And what better people than the Black Panthers to go pay that brother a visit before.
I agree with him being outed, but I don't for being that disrespectful. I mean, outed is one thing, but my outed is not mean that. And my ice, I mean, back in
Or some street guys go and throw their whole lives away. Panther should go play that guy a visit, man. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all see that and respond to that, y'all is anxious, man. Because if it's George Soros, sorry, we don't want nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? We don't want nothing to.
The Bird song is more concerned with Renee Good, not the woman who was. He's more concerned with Renee Good. He's saying, say her name. Say Renee Good. That's what he's saying.
To do with it. We're gonna keep living our lives and we're gonna continue fighting the fight the best way we know how to. You know what I'm saying? That's all I really gotta say. You know what I mean? But other than that, you know, they some big things, but like other than that, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. If they're genuine and they're really the real deal, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm all for it. But if not, we don't want nothing to do with it as the people, man. But people got questions,
We're
man.
gonna move on from this one. We're gonna go to another video. I think we're gonna land right here, my brother T Wriggles. But just as I suspected, I really don't think Mr. Birdsong is a brother. I don't. He look a little Julio-ish. He does.
Yeah.
He looks Julio-ish, brother. I don't think he's. I don't think he's a brother. I think he's Julio or Juan Carlos fucking P. Newton. I don't think he's a brother. Cause he got a slight accent too. Do you notice it?
No, I haven't heard it.
Accent.
I'm
best though. Trying his best.
I'm looking him up right now. That's let me look up. I don't trust him. Let me look up where Bird Song last name is from.
I heard he was claiming Pyru out in California, and they ran his ass out of there. And I heard he was a rapper. I heard he was a rapper also, brother.
What?
Yeah, I heard all that.
Welcome to the channel, and I hope you guys enjoy the channel, and I hope you guys enjoy the channel enough to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell and turn on all notifications. And once again, this channel is for fair use.
Salute to the 1250 podcast. Salute to the brother. Salute.
Purposes, as well as educational and informational purposes, as well as commentary purposes, right? So this story that I'm about to elaborate on is the Black Panther story that I have been covering. I did a couple of videos on it. Maybe you have not seen those videos, and this might be your first time viewing my content on this subject. But when I drop those videos, I've been getting a lot of comments, and I've been seeing a lot of comments in the comment section about the leader and the main person that are in these videos that I'm about to show you once again, just so other people can get caught up that haven't been seeing what is going on. And we're going to break it down, and I'm going to address some of the comments, and hopefully this helps out the people that have been looking and trying to find out, and that was just speaking out of feelings and not facts and looking up and researching. So I went ahead and did the research for you, and I did a background check upon the leader, and hopefully this might ease a couple of people's minds about his message and what he is going and what he got going on and what he's going through and what he planned on doing in the future. So we're going to go ahead and break all this down, man. So y'all stay tuned and make sure y'all hit that like button. So with that being said, man, we're going to start off with one of the videos that went viral of him in Philadelphia talking to police officers in Philadelphia, right? This was like probably like the first video that got everybody on the radar of the Black Panther movement, or the new Black Panther Party of Protection. That is their new name. That is the name that he is going by. The new Black Panther Party of Protection. That is the full name. It's not just the Black Panther Party or the new.
See, that's the trick, T. Wriggles. Because the real name is the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. He said for protection. See, he understands the legality of using the full name. See, that right there is so agent-like, bro. That's agent-like. The new Black Panther Party for protection, but the Panther Party is for self-defense.
Right.
Self-defense. This dude here, boy, I swear.
Yeah, and I'm looking up the, because this is
it's the new Black Panther Party of self-protection or self-defense.
Go ahead, my brother.
His last name, Birdsong. This is very original. So I looked up where does this all come from, right? So apparently,
Birdsong, brother, is synonymous to me. My humble sentiment, Birdsong is synonymous to a damn stool pigeon.
what it says here on the Google quick search, right? The origins of Birdsong, it's German. I find that interesting. And then his parents, Mr. Birdsong's parents, is a tennis player family. Let's see, a former Carson Newsom University tennis player, is one of the sons of Lyle and George Birdsong. His mother, Leigh Birdsong, played collegiate tennis at Valdosta State. So, okay, so you come from an athletic background.
How you spell that, Valdosta State?
It's spelled
Valdosta State?
Valdosta, yeah. Valdosta. Where is
Valdosta,
that?
like Valdosta, Georgia. I know Valdosta is in Georgia. I have my family's from there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see. Double MVP in high school. Okay.
What's his dad's name? What's his dad's name again?
His dad's name, let's see, is former. Wait, it says Paul Birdsong, a former Carson Newman University tennis player, is the son of George Birdsong. His dad's name is George. Birdsong. Let me double check that. Let me double check that. Let me put dad's name. George, yeah.
Birdsong.
See, and he comes from.
I see a George. I see a George Birdsong who's a philanthropist.
Well, it said that his father, George, It says based on collegiate athletic records, Paul Birdsong's father is George Birdsong, and the family has background in
Okay.
collegiate tennis. Like you play your family
Okay.
plays tennis, man. Tennis.
This dude was born in '86, man. He's younger. He's younger. So he's not. He's like 39, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Look, tennis. So you know they play.
30.
You know
He's a
taking
young.
the words taking the words from Jordan Maxwell, right? So you play tennis with a racket, right? So what you spewing out is all racket out here, Mr. Birdsong.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Wow.
damn racket, brother.
Everything's a racket, man, with you. Okay.
Yeah, he's a youngin, brother. He's a youngin. Born in '86. He's about to be 40 this
Yeah.
year.
And you know what they say about, well, from the words of Dr.
I know
Blair.
what it's a full name to it. Let's get to it.
I'm listening, brother.
You know what, Dr. Blair said about these 80s
Greet and
babies.
salute to my sister, the sister comrade, the sister comrade, Nabi poet. Salute to you. Thanks for tapping in.
They say about these 80s babies,
brother.
the 80s babies from Dr. Blair said, they've got this warrior spirit, but they don't like to be alone. They need people around them to solidify themselves. And I think that's very important to know that a person.
Another thing.
Say it again.
A lot of them don't like to be. A lot of them, they have the warrior spirit. Also, they don't like to be organized. Also, that's another thing.
Yeah,
they don't want to be organized. They want to be. They want to be wild. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to be organized. They just want to wing shit and do shit, just some spare the moment shit. But there's nothing wrong with organizing. There's nothing wrong with it because everybody else organized. It's just that we have a problem with organizing. But this dude here, I don't trust him. I don't trust Paul Birdsong. I don't trust him.
No.
He popped out of nowhere. And he popped out of nowhere, and the certified registered members of the party don't know him. So
wow,
he should be taken serious, and he damn sure should. He shouldn't be.
No, I'm reading a little bit of his bio, and it says, at one time, I was supposed to be doing a project called Kane featuring Kendrick Lamar. This was an opportunity that was given due to my connections in my set. Okay, look, I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to read anymore. It's not interesting at all. At all.
Damn Paul Birdsong.
Damn Paul Birdsong. Somebody needs.
He's an imposter.
Imposter.
He's an imposter, and we shouldn't take him serious
at all.
Let's get back to this video because it's 24 minutes.
I can hold my gun like this. It's the law. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108 says I can hold my long arm in my hand. Just can't hit my finger on the trigger. So don't ask me to do nothing that's against the law. Can I help you? I'm not here minding my business. I'm out here to control and watch you. Anything else? Because you guys like beating up our teammates. Somebody sent us a video of y'all beating up teammates.
He probably watched the movie too, the movie Panther that came out, a few years ago, about 25 years ago, 30 years ago. He probably watched that also, the movie Panther. I mean, if they're going to send you in, as an agent, you have to learn the lingo. You have to know the history. You have to know all of that. They're not going to send you in blind. They're going to sit you down and they're going to teach you the lingo. And they're going to teach you the history of the Panther Party. So when you do come in, you're prepared.
It was y'all. You part of that. It was y'all. It was y'all. You don't like to be labeled in with the slave catchers. You shouldn't have taken their whole sellout. You are a sellout. You wearing their shit. You are a sellout. You ain't protecting shit. You got to do whatever they tell you to, including hurt your people. Because you're walking up to me and I don't like you and I don't trust you and I don't got no conversation with you. So unless you're investigating the crime, leave me the fuck alone. I don't care. I got a gun license right here. This is legal. Philadelphia Crime Code 6108. Move your car out of people's way and get the fuck out of my face. Thank you, officer. Have a good day. You have a bad one. Sell out. Fuck out of here. She's smiling for it. Sell out. You know what he does? Slave catcher controls the origin of that badge. You bitch ass nigga. The fuck out of here. Go where you're needed. We don't need your help. Get out the fucking street. Like your supervisor said, get out the fucking street. Get out the fucking street. Another W. Go with him. Go with him. Get out the fucking street. You blocking traffic. Get out the fucking street. W said, get the fuck out the street.
All right, so that was like the first video that that got him high media attention, and to where he went pretty much viral, right? And that rubbed a few people the wrong way. But this,
And what's crazy about that is, how did the Young Turks end up with that and all these convenient that being, during when the cops pulled up, a camera was rolling, which makes me think the whole confrontation,
this video that I'm
was staged.
Yeah.
That's what I think. It was.
I'm now 95 to 5% that you're right now.
Of his Black Party movement, or the new Black Party movement coming out of Philadelphia, and they do have other chapters as well. They do have other chapters, but he is the chairman out of Philadelphia, right? So they did another video. Somebody filmed them while they were out standing guard at a protest that happened in Philadelphia. It did not happen in Minnesota. It happened in Philadelphia, but they was protesting. They was protesting about what happened in Minnesota with Renee Good. And they were out there protecting their community, as they stated. And we're going to get into that video because this one ruffled a lot of feathers as well from both communities, from our community as well as the Caucasian community. It ruffled a lot of feathers and it got a lot of people in arms. So we're going to get into this video.
No ICE agent ever run up on me. I guarantee you they won't. I put a hole in their chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's gonna happen. They touch me. Unarmed woman was killed by ICE. If you think you about to come and brutalize the people while we're standing here, fuck around and find out. Our interactions with the police and ICE, and we hope.
That's wild.
I want to ask the brother.
That is wild.
I would want to ask. I got one question I would ask Mr. Birdsong. I want to ask him, what inspired you to, from when you was the so-called Pyru, what was your deciding factor that you want to now become the Black Panther movement? Because what some of the comments are saying about Mr. Birdsong, as I was looking on my phone here, that they were saying that he was a fake Pyru gang member, and now you're a fake Black Panther leader. So what I want to know, what inspired, what made you do this drastic switch? Because look, not only was he gang banging, so-called, he was making music, gang banging music. So what shifted? What did it?
I actually think, dude, when he was out in California being a perpetrating the fraud Pyru, there was an assignment and he was found out and they ran his ass away from California.
You heard?
That's what I think. That's what I think. I think the dude, there was an assignment for him to go and infiltrate the Pyrus. He's an
Yeah,
agent. He's not a.
yeah.
He Pyru, hip hop, and he's an agent.
Look.
And he
Your
thought,
mama.
and he's an obvious agent. He's an obvious agent.
Yeah, look, Brother Nasir. His mother, his father were collegiate tennis players. Okay? So where did you come off going gangbanging? Nah. Do you know how many whoopings you got as a child, Mr. Birdsong? You don't go from tennis play with, like, you're privileged. You got both parents in the home. And I know your daddy will not let you sway like that. Nah, Mr.
I mean,
Birdsong. Oh, yeah. This
sometimes it
is all I
happens.
needed to know.
It just so happened. I don't believe him. I don't believe. Sometimes when sometimes what your parents do can't save you and don't save you. I'm not going to say, because I know people who have parents with who got money and they out here. They want to live a life. They want as a damn gangster, but they don't have to. Some people just want to do it. But this guy here, I'm going to stick to my guns, saying that he is a part of Operation. I mean, his name may be Birdsong, but it's synonymous to a stool pigeon. I believe my sentiments that he's working for the government.
I think so.
That's what I think. I'm gonna stand on
Yeah,
that. He's working for the government.
I agree.
And
your daddy
again,
said,
they will equip you. They will equip you with all the necessary tools to authenticate you. I'm going to keep saying that, to authenticate you, because you could, we're feeding the people, we're giving people clothes, and we're out here doing this. They will equip you with all of that.
Yes,
Sister, we're selling. Sister, we have clothes. Sister, we got free food. We got soup. We got this. They will give you the necessary. They have money.
Yes.
CIA have money, and they spend no expense to get their desired results. So salute to the Sister Blended Hill, and thanks for tapping in. I appreciate it. They will give you the necessary tools to get their desired results.
Yes.
Regardless to what it is.
Yes.
They pay off agents. They pay off agents, and some people actually live off as an operative. They get paid tens and thousands of dollars, 50, 60, $70,000 a year as an operative. They can live off being a damn operative.
Yes.
And you know
what, brother? And you know what, Brother Nasir? Mr. George Birdsong, the father, said, I'm okay with that, son. You're doing something for America. You're working for the government. I agree with your task here. And now you're one of your status with the family now is grown and risen. Continue on, son.
At the same time, he can discredit the Panther Party. At the same time, he can discredit them. And possibly, if somebody's stupid enough, have people go to jail.
Yeah.
Because just imagine, if he does something under that name that's illegal, it will be considered organized crime, and then it's a RICO charge.
Ooh.
Anything you do as an organization becomes a RICO charge.
Ooh. I didn't think of that. Ooh.
So we have to be real mindful of what this dude is doing.
Yeah. I didn't think of that, Bro.Nasir. Ooh. Ooh.
If you're organized, you commit a crime, that's organized crime. So that's RICO.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
Hold them accountable. We hold them accountable. We patrol the community and we hold them accountable. The Black Panther Party for self-defense, we're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now, you dig? Carry bigger guns and we don't take no.
We're the same Black Panther Party from back in the day. He's born 1986. Get up out of here, man.
What do you know about back in the day?
I've been honest. I've been back in the day. I mean, he's just about to turn 40. Like I say a lot to a lot of young people, man. I think you don't even have a back in the day. Too young to have a back in the day. You don't have a back in the day yet. Back in the day.
Take no shit. Places where there are a lot of immigrants at, I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them and needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere to make sure that they're safe. Because them ICE agents ain't gonna act like that if it's a bunch of people standing outside with assault rifles and shotguns. It's a semi-automatic shotgun. That means them shotgun shells that shoot out of a pump, they shoot them rapidly. If you are gonna legally arm yourself with something bigger than what they got. Those who serve in the public, they should be fearful of the public. They should be fearful that the public is going to be dissatisfied with their job.
No responsible leader, I'm sorry, no responsible leader will propagandize this. Will not. It's not responsible to say this with a camera pointed in your face and a mic in front of you. This should not be propagandized. If you're going to get bigger guns, you should just do it. Wherever you training for, you should just be training for it. That's it. Just train for it and be disciplined. See how the hell you gonna have? How the hell you gonna be a leader when you have the less discipline than everybody? But you the leader? You a chairman? Yeah, you need to sit the hell down in your chair. Be quiet. Armchair man, revolutionary. You need to sit down. You need to be a literal chairman. Sit the hell down somewhere.
And I would think that you want to honor.
Not feeling like they're tyrants, not feeling like they're bullies.
Go ahead, my brother.
Like, and you would think that you want to honor, since you love saying Huey P's name so much, wouldn't you honor the niece's words and blessings in her cease and desist, whatever she told you to do, and you're not going to go with that? Oh, you have no respect for your elders, it seems like.
Nah, he's again, brother. He's not being confronted by them because he's an agent. That's why he's not being in any other circumstance, brother. He would be confronted. Salute to my brother, old dude. Salute my brother and comrade. He's not being confronted because this dude's a federal agent. That's why they're not confronting him. And he knows that. So they did send a cease to desist, but this dude is he's on his assignment. This is assignment to go out here and be a provocateur, try to incite violence. Certain things you don't propagandize. You're a chairman. You're supposed to be a the head of the rank and file, but you're out here giving out strategies on the airwaves. That's very irresponsible and reckless to do that.
Let me ask you something.
I would never. I wouldn't even tell people. I was taught by the general that you should never even tell people how big your rank and file is. You should never do that.
Right.
You shouldn't even do that. Tell people how big your rank and file is. You're not supposed to do that.
And look, check this out, Bro.Nasir. Did Farrakhan ever speak like this?
He said we'll test some shit up, but he ain't never said pick up no damn guns. Do no, we gonna do this or we gonna do that. He said if we attack, we will fight with those who fight against us. You attack us, and Malcolm said it too. Put their hands on you, if they put their hands on you, put them in the cemetery. There's nothing wrong with self-defense, but he's not talking in a self-defense standpoint. He's talking in a he's being the aggressor. And not only that, if you're gonna pick up guns, if you're gonna have guns, you don't whatever you're gonna do as a war strategy should not be propagandized. Period. That means not supposed to be on a propaganda machine.
That part.
I'm on it, sister. Navi Poet. Rico Dukes. Okay, I'm gonna have to get on that. I'm gonna have to get on that. See, it's good to have brilliant people around you who can lead you to deeper research. It's good to have brilliant people around you.
Yeah. I'm gonna Yeah, I'm gonna do my little dotting my I's and crossing my T's on Mr. Bird song because you tweeting out here. Got crazy.
Writing that name down right now. Because we can't have our people out here being lined up by rhetoric and agents with rhetoric. We can't do that.
Yeah, it's just no, Bro.Nasir, no, I can't let this.
That
I'm
makes
not going to let this
immune to
fly.
whatever the people will do. I think you want to correct the ideology of the pig and the mentality of the slave catcher. You meet him with equal force. All power to the motherfucking people. No power to the pig.
All right, so that right there, if you don't know what is going on and what is the landscape with what is going on, right? These protests, these ICE protests, and it's a lot of people of our community that feel like this is not our fight. This is not something we should be involved in. And by him and his fellow brothers carrying the name Black Panther Party, whether it's the new Black Panther Party or the old Black Panther Party, it's a lot of people in our community that don't feel like this is our fight. We need to stand down. We don't need to be out there. We don't need to be with the people that are out there that are protesting because this is not our fight. Right? So they're not liking the fact that he is using the Black Panther Party in the name to protect others than our community. Right? And he had responses to that. So we're going to get into his response to that because he got wind of that. Right? He got wind of people saying that he shouldn't have to be out there, protecting his community where the protesters was having that protest out in Philadelphia, which was in the community in which he's already patrolling prior to that protest. So he felt the need to go out there and continue to do what he'd been doing. So he had a response to those that was out here saying that they should not have done that. And this was his response right here.
All power to the people. Chairman Paul Birdsong reporting for Active Community Defense Duty. Listen, two things that I need to run by you. Thing number one is a lot of people are saying that we should not stand up against ICE because we're standing for people that aren't us. And Black Panthers only stand for Black people. That is a lie. Huey P. Newton said that we are internationalists and we stand with all oppressed people, no matter what color they are.
International, not internationalist. Chapters international, but he did not say he was internationalist.
That's the founder of the Black Panther Party that said that. So everybody who's running around talking about,
again, he knows the lingo, he knows some of the history. In order for you to lie, you have to know the truth. So, he's outright lying.
Black Panthers don't stand up for people other than Black people, don't know a damn thing about the Black Panther Party. That's thing number one.
Renee Good. Say her name. So you're gonna go and put the Black Panther for protection, according to him. You're gonna line them up and people who are not our people, you're gonna line them up and put them in harm's way because you want to protect white people who are exercising white privilege. Because that woman and those people who were doing what they were doing, they were exercising white privilege. They think they can, we can do this because they want to be seen as somebody who they want to be saviors of our people or saviors of somebody who they consider our people. They want to be saviors. That's what they want to do. They always had this damn God complex. Want to be saviors. And you know, I don't rock with the cop jumping in front of her vehicle and saying she tried to run him over. He jumped in front of her vehicle. So you can't say, oh, she tried to run me over when she's trying to go around you, but you jump in front of the vehicle. I mean, I call it the way I see it. Nobody gonna tell me what I see. I call it the way I see it. She tried to go around him. He jumped in front of the vehicle and fired shots. That's murder, regardless of what. But I'm gonna say this, Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, I'm gonna say it again. Somebody who I soldier with and knew personally would have said, I don't give a damn about that white woman. He would have said it just like that. He would have said, I don't give a damn about that white woman. That's what he would have said. He went out, he'd be out here saying, say her name. No, he wouldn't. He would probably have names for her. Because I do recall having a tape of Dr. Khalid that's called, I have it right now, as a matter of fact. I have it right now. I'm going to show you. I'm going to cam up and show you the tape I have of what Dr. Khalid has said. Well, how you feel about them? I'm going to cam up and show you. What Dr. Khalid has to say about what he would say about Renee Good. This is what he would say about Renee Good. You can read that. Damn, the camera went off. Hold on. It's having a delay because my camera and my system is janky because of the weather. You know.
I thought you
Can you read that, brother? Can you read that?
I still, yeah, I can't even, I can't see it.
Oh, okay. It's probably delaying. Yeah, it's a delay. Well, it says Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad.
Oh, don't tell me, Bro.Nasir, you got cut off. What? Hold up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the commercial intermission break. Have you lost an earring? Can't find anything in your house? Hey, at this time, call 1-800-WRIGGLES. Wriggles will find that ring, will find anything that is lost in your house. We will put a special type of GPS on all of your devices to find anything that you need. Hey, 1-800-WRIGGLES. We find lost items for you. How you like my intermission break there, ladies and gentlemen? All right. Look, I can't see the chat. Look, and my bad, chat. My bad. Listen, I do this. Look, I got to stop doing this. And please forgive me for my rudeness. Man, shout out to everyone in the chat. Okay? Undefeated out here. Man, I love y'all. Now, while Brother Nasir gets going through that storm and the snowy nights that's going on here, let me give you one of DJ Wriggle's favorite songs. And I tell you like this, ladies and gentlemen, I love this song. It makes me feel like I was back in the 70s. Here he goes. Intermission is over. Brother Nasir. Can you hear me? Brother Nasir.
Yes, I got kicked out. Are you hear me loud and clear, brother?
Yeah, you good now. You good.
Okay. Yeah, got kicked out, brother.
Yeah, I didn't even notice.
A lot of times when when the weather, especially when we getting up here, it gets,
right?
The weather gets janky when that happens. So I think we hit our mark. So we're gonna land right here, brother, because I want to continue if this gonna be happening. I don't need to continue. I think we hit our mark, and I appreciate you coming up and chopping up and building with me on this topic. And I thank my sister. She's very helpful. She's brilliant. My sister Navi Poet. Thank you for the information. I'm gonna get right on that, and I'm gonna look all these things up, research all this stuff that you put in the chat. Thanks to my brother Old Dude for the additional information. Thank you for Blended Healing. Thanks for tapping in. Again, Navi Poet, Old Dude, DJ Cuddy, I don't know this name. ICH8HQ8721. That's not a name, but thank you for tapping in. I appreciate it. P Moses, thank you for tapping in, comrade. OTK Garrison, my brother Big Mouthpiece, Alicia Dion, Holistic Royalty, ADK. Thank you for tapping in. I appreciate it. D Goddess of Love, my little sis, Hurricane JW. Thank you all for tapping in. I appreciate it. I appreciate you for tapping in. Thanks for the missus, my wife, for watching. She's always watching and being supportive of the streams. She's actually encouraged me to do the stream. I didn't want to do it because of the weather, but she encouraged me to do it. I thank her, of course. I thank her. And before we go, I want to do a promo. If you haven't gotten your copy of Fire Book 2, the finale, go to Amazon, Angela King James, go to books and get your copy of Fire Book 2, the finale. A good read.
I don't know how I got here. I just know I'm never going back.
It won't even let me play the promo. That's how Jakey is getting.
Wow. Yeah, get the book, y'all. Get the book. And Brother Nasir, thank you once again. Thanks to your family, and your wife, Miss James. Thank you, for telling him to do the stream today. It's always an honor to be with you, Brother Nasir. And thank you once again.
Honor's mine, brother. Honor's mine, brother. Trust and believe. Honor's mine. I thank you for coming up. I thank you what you add to the build. Very intricate and pertinent. I appreciate it. And we're just gonna land here. They won't even allow me to play it. Just getting that janky. But I'm gonna make another attempt because I'm not a quitter, brother.
I don't know how I got here. I just know I'm never going back. Just when I thought things were already crazy, it gets worse.
I'm back.
Quan?
Sapphire struggles to deal with her husband's alleged betrayal and coming to terms with Quan being alive after thinking he was deceased. Devante tries to keep a level head while dealing with family issues and unexpected disloyalty. Memories of Dre enters Devante's life in a way that he would have never imagined.
Fire Part 2. The finale.
It's fire. That's fire.
Copies of Fire Book 2, the finale, but you will not know what's going on in Fire Book 2, the finale, unless you get the first book. You got to get Fire, written by Angela King James. Go to Amazon, go to Books, Angela King James, and get your copy of the original book, Fire.
Get your copy of
Good
Fire.
read, I'm telling you, I don't read.
It's definitely a must-read.
Novels and
If you enjoy hood
that,
books,
but
this
I read
one
these
is
two
it.
books and I enjoyed
Just
it.
like the title of the book, it's officially Fire. Get it on Amazon. Paperback or Kindle.
Fire.
I appreciate you all for joining me this evening, and salute to my brother T. Wriggles. And until next time, this is The Enemy's Public. I am Brother Nasir. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section. Peace.
Production. Giving out instruction. Hey. I just keep it intact. This is a fact, right and exact. I won't step back. Admiration is the feeling that inspires your brain to make you gain self-knowledge. Not go insane.